Hi, this is Renee Olivia, and if you're in perimenopause or menopause and you feel like your body just has not been responding, you are not crazy and you are not alone. Your metabolism changes, your waistline changes, and that mentality of eat less, move more, that kind of thinking just doesn't work anymore. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I stay lean in midlife. And that includes what I eat, how I train, and how I support my metabolism internally, including why I added WonderBiotics into my routine for gut and metabolic support. Because midlife weight loss is not just about calories, it's about hormones, it's about inflammation, and it's about your microbiome. So let's talk about it. So before menopause, after my second pregnancy, I went through a major body transformation. I gained over 40 pounds. I not only felt completely disconnected from my body, I really did need to rebuild from the ground up. So here's what that part of my journey taught me. It taught me discipline, consistency over motivation, protein prioritization, and strength training. And I successfully lost that weight and was so proud of myself. But then menopause hit and my body just wasn't responding like it used to. And it was very shocking and very frustrating. So even though I was doing everything right, I started to notice that there was a little bit more fat around the midsection, which I definitely did not like and I was just not used to. And I noticed inflammation. And I also noticed that recovery after working out was a lot slower. And I also had really intense cravings for something sweet. I like to call this the invisible struggle of menopause. You don't really know what's going on with your body, and we should know these things. We should be talking about them. But I was so frustrated with my body, and I didn't know why. Internally, I was just telling myself to work harder, do more. But the thing that I didn't know is my hormones had shifted. That's what happens with all of us women when we go through perimenopause or menopause. Our hormones shift. Our estrogen drops. Also, our insulin sensitivity changes as well. Fat storage patterns shift as well, and that is the visceral fat around the belly. It's not about willpower or discipline. This is biology. So here are the foundations that still matter. Protein at every meal. I aim for high quality protein at every meal to preserve my muscles and stabilize my blood sugar. I also like to include foods that support gut health, like quinoa, your leafy green, and squash. I love all of those foods, and I try to incorporate a little of that in each meal that I eat every day. I also want to make sure I am balancing my blood sugar throughout the day, and I do that by pairing carbs with healthy fats and the protein. I also stress strength training at my age. It's just super important. Strength training is so important to your metabolic and bone health. But here's the thing most women they're not aware of or they're not talking about enough, is that you can do all of that, but still you're having issues with your gut. The gut and the metabolism, they're just not working together. The signaling is off, something's off there. So you can do all of that and still struggle if your gut and metabolic signaling are off. So let's discuss the gut metabolic connection. Gut microbiome does more than just digest food. It helps regulate hormone recycling, inflammation, appetite signaling, and fat storage. In menopause, gut can actually influence how estrogen is metabolized and recycled. And interestingly enough, if microbiome isn't balanced, it can affect how your body stores fat, especially around the midsection. And that's when I started to look for more internal support. That's when I discovered WonderBiotics, a probiotic for weight management. But here's the thing, not all probiotics are created equally. Think about it like this. A general probiotic for metabolic support is like hiring a chihuahua for security. It's cute, but not quite built for the job. The probiotics from WonderBiotics contains clinically studied strains designed specifically for metabolic gut health. So instead of getting that chihuahua, you're getting a German Shepherd. What I also love about WonderBiotics is there's clear transparency. There's no vague proprietary blend. clinically backed strains like B420 and HN019. These specific strains have been studied specifically for weight management and gut health. It also includes DHB, which is significantly more bioavailable than traditional berberine. That matters for glucose metabolism and metabolic signaling. One of the interesting things about gut health is how it impacts craving. Your gut talks to your brain. When your microbiome is balanced, your appetite cravings improve. For me, it's not about extreme dieting. It's about shifting back to a lean-prone metabolic state where maintaining fitness feels sustainable. What I want to make clear in this video is if you're in perimenopause or menopause and your body just feels resistant, but you feel like you're doing all the right things, it's not your fault. And I want to be clear about that. It's not your fault. You just may simply need internal metabolic support in addition to good nutrition and strength training. I will link WonderBiotics below so you can learn more. As always, this is about education, empowerment, and building a body that you feel comfortable and confident with. You are not broken and you are not crazy. It's just our bodies learning and going through a journey that we're just not used to, and really people just aren't talking about enough. Your body just changed. Your biology simply just changed, and if you support it internally properly, everything shifts. Okay, so that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any questions at all, please leave a comment below. I will get to all of the questions, and if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell. That way you never miss any of my videos, and I will see you all next time. Bye.